Hello, I'm Recoded Zaphod, and welcome to episode 11 on the CentriCraft server. I'm starting off right where I left off last episode, in front of the iron farm, and yeah, I'm going to get started working on the storage system, because yeah, this is filling up way faster than I expected. So yeah, I'm going to need a whole load more chests. Again, I'm not sure if I want to have it sort of elevated up, because if I do, then that's going to involve some dispensers spitting it out into water streams or into other hoppers, and ticking redstone in the spawn chunks is not something I necessarily want to be doing to the server. So I think what I might try and do is I might try and have a system where there'll be one chest here which just fills up with stuff, and then the rest of it goes into a bulk storage underneath. That way, if people want to come, they can come and take stuff out of the chest. But then, yeah, the rest should go down into bulk storage underneath. I think that's probably the best way to do it, because that way I don't have to mess around with clicking dispensers into elevators and stuff like that. So mostly it'll just be a whole load of chests underneath here. So yeah, I'm going to get started on that. I think I'm going to need some temporary chests to put these in, and I'm going to need to make some hoppers, which I now have plenty of iron for, so that's a good thing. And yeah, I'm going to be keeping my eye out for cats as well, like that one. Let's see, have I got a... Let's just do this so I can climb over and go and get this cat. Do I have a boat on? I don't have a boat on me, so I can't catch it. I'll catch that cat later. I do already have a ginger one in there, and I've got my own ginger one as well. So yeah, I'll go after the cats in a bit. Okay, so this is the system I'm planning on using. So this is all the stuff coming in. It goes into these hoppers, which are pointing out, but these are beneath them. And because hoppers pull before they push, these should get all the items which run into here, which means the item should go out to here first until this is all full, and then these hoppers are full, and then these will start pushing these into the overflow storage, I guess. It's probably the best way to call it. And yeah, so I'll staircase down here a bit, and I need to sort out, there's a cave down here, so I'll need to make sure that's all nice and pretty. But yeah, it'll start flowing into the overflow, which I've got this on this side and the same on the other side. There we go. So yeah, I need to open up this area. I am tempted actually to put this straight into a sorter. So I think I'll keep that chest there, because if it's all the way full up to there, then potentially these could get taken from the top, I guess. Although it would have to be pretty much overflowing to be able to do that. But I guess it's a way to check if it's about to overflow, is if you want to check that. But yeah, I think I want to put in a sorter, and then the poppies could potentially go into a composter, I guess, because then it's bone meal, which is always useful. Oh, there appears to be a bat in here. That's something I wasn't expecting. But yeah, then this should slowly fill up. So I've still got all of this, which I took out when I was restructuring it, and this here. So as you can see, yeah, it's pretty fast. I think I might craft up lots into blocks, and then put a chest like here, possibly, just full of iron blocks, so people can take those away when they need them. Right, so I've actually started on a wall for this place, because, so the sorting system, I do need to improve it, but I can't decide exactly how. You see I've been taking stuff out, so I've got a full chest of poppies here, full double chest even, and I've been turning the iron into blocks. I've already got 2 rows of iron blocks, so yeah, that's just loads of iron pouring out this thing. Although I have noticed sometimes it seems to stop, and I think it's when I've logged out and I've just come back on and come immediately to look at it. I think what it might be is that its registered time has passed, but because the server wasn't active, the villagers haven't been, sleeping or working at their workstations. So I think what I need to do is wait for it to turn to nighttime again. They'll all sleep, and hopefully that means they'll finish up their requirements and they'll start producing the iron golems again. So this does mean, you have to be on for 20 minutes before it's definitely going. Unless you catch it, at just the right time, get it just sleeping, and then as soon as they've worked, they've done the things recently enough. But yeah, usually people are on for more than 20 minutes at a time, so it should keep churning out some iron. And yeah, I think this is the style of wall I want to go for. So I want to go sort of industrial factory sort of thing. And yeah, looking at it, I tried 2 layers of the polished granite, but I think I want to go 3 because it's going to be really large. So I think having that band go up a little bit further is probably going to help. For the bricks, I did debate just trying to dig out loads of clay, but you can actually buy bricks from mason villagers. So I'm just needing to get emeralds, and then I can just buy the bricks. It's going to be a lot of emeralds to get all the bricks to do this, but I think this is the style I want. And I think on the corners, I want to have this sort of structure. So it sort of has bits sticking out, sort of propping up the walls almost, sort of reinforcing them on the corners. And I might have another one in the middle, or maybe 2, I think. And then I was thinking also sort of like little windows. If I can do that in the brick with, I think you can get brick stairs. So it gets a curve, and hopefully I'll give it a bit of detail. Or I might do it with the polished granite, actually. Give it a different colour around a window. But I think I want them to be quite tall and vertical, so it looks like a big detail, even though this is going to go quite high. Did they spawn before the sunset somehow? And then I'm rather confused about that. Okay. Oh, it might be the skeleton shot them, which is how they caught fire. That's not flame bow though. Interesting. Oh well. But yeah, that's what I'm currently doing with this, is getting the wall done, and I can't fly. Oh, I think they might have wandered out of here. Cool. Yeah, that's the plan for that. Right, I'm bringing you back in quickly because there's a black cat, which I haven't seen one spawn yet. So this is the first one, so this one's actually going to be my one, rather than keeping it for the shop. Come on, tame. Yeah! Okay, so that's another one off the list of all the different types. And I guess there must be some that I haven't tamed yet, because I think in the advancements tab, is it in here somewhere, or husbandry possibly? 10 out of 11. So there's one type of cat that I haven't tamed yet. I'm not sure which it is. It might be one of the ones I've actually caught, because yeah, I've actually caught quite a few. And I was keeping them in here in their boats, but no more were spawning. And I went into Creative World, did some testing, and yeah, even if you've got name tagged cats or cats which you've tamed by feeding fish, so they're like your cats, if they're in the village, they will stop new cats from spawning. So yeah, my plan to have a cat shop inside the iron factory building is sort of out the window now. So I moved all of these cats over here, which I figured would be far enough to be out of the way. And well, I didn't have all of these at that time. I've had a few more since. I think I had 9 at the time, and I've got what, like 13 here? Yeah, I've got 13 here. But I'm not sure which cats I haven't got. I'm not sure I've actually tamed is this Persian one? I can't remember all the different names of all the different types. But I think I've got most of the others. Or it might be one of these black and white ones I haven't tamed. Because I'm pretty certain I've got all of the white cats. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a cat shop because I'm producing so many cats. Which ones don't I have? But yeah, the cat shop, it can't be in there. So I might do it just over here by this lake, as that seems far enough away, and I still don't have to transport the cats too far. I think I'm going to have to go through all the cats. I think this type of cat is quite a rare one as well, because I don't have loads of those. Or it might just be because a few of the white ones look really similar, that I keep thinking I'm getting loads of them, but they're actually different ones. Like these ones are different. This one's sort of a dusty one, which I've called it Dusty. Most of them have just ended up being Name Me here, because I did start by trying to give them names, and then I realised I was going to get loads, and if I'm selling them, other people might want to name them anyway. Alright, so I've got the walls a bit further up, so I'm giving you a quick progress update. This is taking a lot of brick blocks. And you might notice I've started leaving gaps for where I want to put windows in. So I think I'm going to do windows from there to pretty much to wherever the roof ends up being. Possibly I might want to start them a bit lower. It will depend on the actual scale of them once I've got the whole roof in. Although I think I want to do a trim around the window on the outside using granite stairs and stuff. Well, probably polished granite stairs to keep in with the theme, and it will add a bit more detail, which I think this is going to need, because even though it's got a bit of shape from the pillars here, it's quite monochromatic with just all the bricks, which they've taken quite a while to get all of these bricks, because what I've been doing is I've been taking the iron, selling it to my villagers in my trading hall who accept iron. So there's 4 of them over here. Using the iron to get emeralds, and then going over to these masons and buying the bricks off of them. So yeah, that's been sort of just repetitive task, just getting all of these bricks. Although I'm very glad I realised I could do it this way and didn't have to go out hunting clay for all of them, because yeah, I'm not sure there's that much like clay on the entire server at the moment. I'd have to end up like loading all the new like river chunks just to find all the clay to build this. So yeah, it's really useful having that as a villager trade. It actually means this is somewhat possible to build on this scale. But I think at this point, these struts, the bits which come out, I think I want to sort of staircase them into the wall. So yeah, I'm not sure whether to do that in brick stairs or granite stairs. Given the lack of color diversity, I think I might actually do the like cap where it slants in against the wall in granite, possibly. It's possible I might want to do something else with these pillars to make them stand out a bit more, because even though they're a separate shape, because they're the same color, they match up a bit too well. But that's something I might want to think about doing later. Maybe converting them to normal granite. See if that works well, because it should work with a polished. So I don't know if it'll work with brick. That's something I might try at some point. So hopefully I'll get a bit more of this done, and I'll bring you back in for another progress update. Alright, so I'm here in a creative world, and I'm just testing a few things out. So for these pillars, I was looking at possibly using granite blocks for it. But I think a better way to do this is this pattern with the granite itself and then the polished granite blocks sort of lining the edges. I think that works a lot better, and I think it definitely needs another colour. And I've settled on the smooth sandstone, which I really actually like as a texture. It's a really nice one, and I think I want to use that for the cap of the pillars. And also I want to do a sort of window design with it. I was thinking of using walls, but you only actually get sandstone walls. You don't get smooth sandstone walls. And yeah, I think it's too messy. There's too much going on in that texture for what I want. So I think I want it like this. And then I did have a couple of options at the top here, because I can keep it like this, or I can put these in here. And I reckon if I'm using this sort of grids on the windows, it's actually quite hard to notice that there's not a window piece in there most of the time. Alright, so I've gone ahead and implemented a few of those bits. So yeah, this has taken quite some time, which is the main reason I'm not doing this as a time lapse or anything like that. Is basically, yeah, it's lots of time spent on it, and it's not all one continuous session because I don't necessarily have that much time concurrently. But yeah, I have all the pillars in, and I've capped them off with the sandstone. I decided to bring these middle ones up a bit to match the window heights in the middle there. And you can see here I've got these two center windows decorated with the pattern I decided on. And I put in a sort of simple archway down at the bottom here, because I think it sort of wanted an archway there, because otherwise there's this big sort of expansive blankness. And I'm going to get that side and that side, but I felt like in the middle it really needed something to draw the eye in. I might also do some little archways in the sides. Probably there I might do one, because that's sort of directly in here, or at least a door, maybe like just a button which retracts a couple of blocks or something. Haven't quite worked that out yet. But one of the next things I want to be doing is, if I can take off, there you go, is working on the roof, because I am actually rather worried that before I get a roof on, there's going to be a thunderstorm and the villagers are going to get hit by lightning and they're all going to turn to witches and I'll have to repopulate it. And yeah, I really don't want to have to go through all that mess. So I really want to get a roof on this as soon as I can. And the design I'm going for means most of the roof is made out of nether bricks. And yeah, that basically means getting loads and loads of netherrack and smelting it. So I think for a while I'm going to be in the nether mining away. And I think what I might do while I'm there is try and flatten out an area around where all our portals are, in our main sort of portal bit, just around here. I think what I'll try, I went out the wrong way. I might try and sort of, yeah, flatten out a lot of areas like that bit over there, because I know there's some more portals this way. So probably this bit here I'll like cap off at the same height as all our other portals. And I might start doing something around here, because it'd be nice to have this all sort of slabbed up, so we don't get loads of pigmen spawning everywhere. So I might take out a single layer of netherrack up here and put in some slabs, so that yeah, we've got this all non-spawnable. It might be a nice thing to get done. But I think I might end up just sort of, yeah, mining away probably that direction at this level to get all the netherrack, and then I'll need to smelt it all and craft it into slabs. And yeah, that's my next big task. And of course, adding more sandstone to the windows, and I still need to actually get the window panes in as well. So still lots to do, lots of time to put in still. But yeah, that's where I am with that right now. And yeah, time to mine a whole load of netherrack, I guess. Alright, so I've torn out a whole load of netherrack now. You can see the direction I've been going with it. And I'll just teleport over there, if that fires, like ever. Okay. I'll just walk up this bit. So yeah, I've been digging out this way, which is vaguely in the direction of the end portal, nether portal, if that makes sense. The portal from the nether to where the end portal is in the overworld. It's sort of through there. So I've been, yeah, clearing out this area, getting myself a lot of netherrack. And I missed him. Wait, there we go. Yeah, casually clearing away some of these guys, because I don't want to hit them by accident when I'm digging away with my pickaxe. So you just take them out with a Smite 5 axe first. They won't aggro, and yeah, you get a nice empty area, and you don't have to worry about accidentally aggroing them all. But yeah, it's that area cleared out. And then back in the overworld, we have this. So I've put the outside edge of the roof on, and I've been smelting away with the netherrack, but I don't want to put the whole of the roof on until, well, I don't want to put part of the roof on until I'm sure I can get all of the roof on, because some of those spots are going to be spawnable, and I really don't want a zombie spawning up there, dropping down and eating all my villagers, which is definitely something which could happen. So yeah, definitely want to avoid that, but I'm getting there with the slabs. I think I need to fill up this chest as well with slabs, and that should then be enough to cover it all. I've done all the windows on the outside as well now. Not the inside bits of the windows, but all the outside bits of the windows. So you can see them here. Although the top of them gets a little bit caught under where the roof is. But I think if you're on the ground, yeah, you can see it and it's not really a problem. So yeah, it's going to look like that. You should be able to see the roof angle up there. So yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to be doing while I'm waiting for that all to finish smelting up is I'm going to go around all these walls and replace the occasional block of bricks with granite or polished granite, just to give it a little more texture, just so it's not a just plain wall behind all of this. Because although it's got the sandstone giving a sort of note of interest, there's still quite big plain gaps on there, which, yeah, don't look the best. I think like it would be an acceptable build if I just left it, but I think it'll look better. Certainly with like these bits up here and these patches down here, with a couple of block variations in them. And of course the inside still looks a bit of a mess on the walls, but I don't think I'm going to bother neatening that up because, yeah, you can't put too much on the inside because then you end up getting too close to these things. And so I might just do something over this entrance bit leading up to the iron. And I definitely want a sorter on this because there's so many poppies going through. And down here I've been sorting some more iron out and some poppies out. I'm trying to remember, have we got almost, I think we probably do have 2 double chests combined with all of this stuff. So yeah, it's still doing its job. Occasionally I have to pop up the top and replace some of the beds because they seem to, well, I'm pretty certain there's a bug where villagers forget about their beds, but the beds don't get removed from knowing they're claimed, and then they don't sleep. And there's nothing I can do about that because that's the essential golem spawning mechanic, is the villager needs to sleep, so the villager needs to have a bed, but it loses its bed in the bug. So however you set up your, iron golem system, it's going to be an issue. So yeah, occasionally I have to go through, see which one of them aren't sleeping. Like that guy does not appear to be in a bed right now. Ooh, another cat. Okay, I need to grab my cat taming box. It's this one. But yeah, I'm gonna catch that cat, and I will see you once I've got a bit more progress done on this outside bit here. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna tame this cat myself because I just caught that one in a boat, and this one, I'm still not. Oh, I got too close. I'm still not sure. This might be the last one I actually need for the achievement. Okay, so as long as nothing sneaks up on me right now. Hey! I managed to get the complete catalogue. Awesome! Right, and you can, yeah, stand up. And I'm going to sleep the night away so there's no monsters, and then I can roll the other one over to the other cats. Alright, so I think that is the outside pretty much done. Well, the outside, the walls and the roof. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this has turned out, actually. I'm really pleased with it. You might notice I've not been using the shaders for some of the building of this. And that's because I want it to be good enough to look good without shaders, which I think it's actually managed. So, yeah, that's... I'm super happy with that. I do still need to do a filter system because I'm getting a lot of iron in there. But I think that's going to be all for me for this episode because this one's going on quite long already. So I think in the next one, I'm going to be, probably doing a little entrance in here. Possibly building chimneys for this. I'm not sure if it needs them or not. Let me know in the comments if you have particularly strong feelings either way, or if you have any other feedback. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for this episode. I've been Recoded Zaphod, and thanks for watching.